Hey guys, welcome to the Fight Tonight channel. Gervonta Davis appears to accept Ryan Garcia fight after rivals called out. Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia have been linked with the fight for several years and about maybe one step close after the latest KO victory over Javier Fortuna. Gervonta Davis has appeared to accept Ryan Garcia's fight call out on social media after his rival knocked out Javier Fortuna. Garcia and Davis have traded verbal barbs since their respective rises in the sport, with fans calling for the pair to step in the ring and settle their differences. There have always been obstacles to the fight, as Davis is signed to Premier Boxing Champions and Garcia is contracted to Golden Boy Promotions. On Saturday night, Garcia put another powerful display, dispatching Fortuna with 3 knockdowns in a row to the win, and he immediately took to the microphone after his victory to take aim at his long-term foe. 100%, I felt way better, Garcia responded when asking about his 5-pound weight increase. I'm not going back down to 135 pounds for nothing, but I will fight Tank Davis next. If Tank wants that at 140, I'm going to record all the negotiations so that you guys don't make no headlines saying I'm talking. If he wants it, let's get it. It is going to give me the respect I deserve, and I'm never afraid. I'm trying to tell you that I have the spirit of competition in me, and you're going to see it come out when I fight Tank and whip his ass. Where there is a will, there is a way. Davis then posted a cryptic response on social media, writing, "See you all at the end of the year." Despite not responding to the call-out by naming Garcia, Davis was clearly gesturing that he's ready to enter negotiations to fight Davis. Garcia fought for the second time in barely 6 months after going the distance against Emmanuel Tagoe. He started slowly against Fortuna and was caught twice by his rival in the opening round, which left him holding on. He settled down in the second period, started to dominate proceedings. Ryan Garcia fight. Why Gervonta Davis will stay on his own path. Gervonta Davis facing Ryan Garcia is a complex situation. It's not as easy as Garcia demanding the fight and transparent negotiations. If anyone in boxing has learned anything over the years, you never second-guess Floyd Mayweather or his team. Leonard Tellerby, Mayweather, and the TMT background team don't take too kindly to demons. They are usually the ones calling the shots. Gervonta Davis resistance. Therefore, Garcia's latest outburst got met with resistance from the get-go. First up was Mayweather speaking to FightHype.com. Ryan Garcia really wants this fight with Tank, so if you really want this fight with Tank, sacrifice, say Mayweather. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoy the content, then please subscribe to my channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then receive notifications about the release of new videos. You do not even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 2000 subscribers on my channel. I'm trying very hard, absolutely every day, and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. Thanks for supporting me, guys. Let's make this fight happen. Danny Garcia talks Garcia Davis. Labels Tank the biggest star in America. Danny Garcia believes that Gervonta Davis is the biggest boxing star in America. The former 2-weight world champion has been a professional for nearly 15 years and has seen many a household name come and go. Rested and recuperated after a break from the sport, Swift makes his return to the ring this Saturday night against Jose Benavidez. The 34-year-old has moved up to super welterweight as he begins his campaign to become a 3-division world champion. On Saturday, Garcia fights at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, a venue that has become his fighting home for several years. On May 28, Gervonta Davis also fought at the arena in front of a bumper crowd that saw Tank stop Rolando Romero in 6 rounds. Speaking to media ahead of Saturday's fight, Garcia had this to say about Davis. "I think Gervonta Davis might be the biggest star in America. He sells out Georgia, he sells out Barclays Center, he is a big star. Ryan Garcia is not a big star, social media star." Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really want to get 2000 subscribers on my YouTube channel.